guys, so today's video is sort of throwing it back to something that I used to do quite a lot, and that was favourites videos. I thought I would do it just so you can sort of like get an insight into what I've been loving recently. If you've seen my update video, you know it's been quite a turbulent time over the last couple of months, but these are sort of things that stuck out as like being favourites and things I've been using a lot or enjoyed consuming. So let's get started. Should we start with food, because that's a fun place to start. So the first thing is these have been a long standing favourite. These are the Betty Crocker chocolate chip cookie mix, and the trick to these is you want the ones where you only add water. There's a different one where you add like oil and butter, I think, or oil and egg. That one is not as good. It's these ones. So they're literally, you can get them for about £2. It can make sort of between 6 and 8 cookies, and they are easily consumable all in one go. You put them in the oven for like 10 minutes, and then they're like if you leave them a little bit, they go kind of crispy on the outside, soft and gooey on the inside. It's like the perfect cookie in my opinion. And yeah, if you're just wanting something sweet in the evenings, these are really good to sort of have as a backup in your cupboard. So I do love these. Another favourite over the last sort of couple of months has been porridge. I really like this one by Quaker. It's the classic banana. These are just the sachets. I also like just the normal golden syrup, and then also the apple and blueberry or apple and blackcurrant one. They all taste really nice. The banana, at the start you do think it tastes quite sort of fake banana, but you kind of get used to that, and it's really nice, warm, hearty. You could put banana on it if you choose, but I just have it as is. Another sort of unhealthy treat, prawn cocktail crisps. I always seem to go through sort of a time where I sort of forget how much I actually love these, and usually I will just sort of pick up one bag like in a meal deal, but I actually went and got like the 6-pack, and yeah, I love a prawn cocktail crisp. I mean, it sounds like the most disgusting crisp flavour, and it's very hard to describe, and I'm not a fan of prawns or prawn cocktail, but I just love these. So that's kind of like another one of my unhealthy favourites. Then I have quite a bit of like makeup, skincare, hair care to show you. I thought I would show you what I've been using for my curly hair, because I've never really gone into products, and I wouldn't say I've got it down to a T by any stretch of the imagination. Couple bits of these are sort of just curled with a curling wand, but for the most part this is like my natural hair. It needs a wash tonight, but for the most part it's my natural hair. So shall we start with the hair products? So we'll start with shampoo and conditioner. I do use these on and off. I like to switch my products. I don't like to use the same products. Thought I would try these. It's the Function of Beauty Curly Hair. Not sponsored. Obviously you see a lot of YouTubers and influencers promote these over the last couple of years, and I thought when I saw it in Boots, I thought let's try it, let's see what hype's about. I wouldn't say it's wildly like amazing, but you know, it's supposed to be good for curly hair. It's silicone free, sulfate free, it's 100% vegan, so if I see something sulfate free and silicone free, then I kind of think okay, I can kind of get behind that. As far as scent goes, it's kind of got like a little bit of a strawberry scent to them, which it's not hard to imagine from the packaging. Let me smell the other one. Yeah, they both have sort of the same like strawberry, like fake sickly strawberry smell, which is quite nice. I don't smell it on my hair afterwards, but maybe that's because I put other products in. Would I repurchase them again? Yes, I probably would, but I wouldn't say like, oh my gosh, this is the only shampoo and conditioner I'm ever going to use again. The conditioner I use is this one. It's by Tropic, and it's their Hair Feast Deep Conditioning Treatment. So like I said, I interchange it with that, and I will put this all over my hair. I don't just stick to the ends. I got this from a hairdresser, but you can get it from like Boots and I think M&S as well online. This smells so good. It's got like a tropical scent to it, but it makes you think of a spa and having a spa treatment. A little goes a long way. Tropic and the other brand I'm going to show you are on the higher end, but smell alone, like this is worth it, and this was definitely something I would repurchase again. And then as far as products, these have lasted me well over a year. I probably wash my hair 2 times at the most a week. Try and stretch it out as long as I can. I can go sort of 3 days for the most part before I have to try and wash my hair again. But these are the 2 products that I use, and again recommended by my hairdresser, but I think you can get them. I don't know, actually, I know you can definitely get these in Boots and M&S. I don't know if you can get Tropic, or if it's just like you can only buy it through hairdressers, that sort of thing. I'll have to have a look. Anything I can find and can remember to, I will link down below. So this is the curl defying gel, and I put this on straight as I get out of the shower. I basically just squeeze all my hair out, and then I lather this in and scrunch it in. And again, has like that spa scent, which is just like gorgeous. But yeah, like I said, I'm nearly out of this. I do need to replace it. A little goes a long way. Like I said, I probably only use kind of like that much for my entire head, and yeah, I use it probably about 2 times a week, and it's lasted me sort of a year and maybe 3-4 months. So yeah, definitely worth it. And then the same goes for this product, in as much as I've had it for that long. Again, I only probably use that sort of amount ish. It's kind of, it takes a little bit of trial and error to sort of figure out how much you need, but what I do is I diffuse my hair a little bit, and then I scrunch this in, and then sometimes I'll dry it a little bit more and then scrunch a bit more in. Sometimes I just do the 1 application, sometimes I do 2, and again, this has that sort of sparse scent. None of them, I would really say, like, I don't sniff my hair and think, oh, it smells really good like it does like when you go to the hairdresser. I don't know what they do, because she uses the same products, but anyway, I know, I suppose it's a bit different. We're on like day 3 hair, but yeah, these 2 I would definitely repurchase again. They don't make me sort of want to sway and try any other products, because I think, like, obviously you have better hair wash days than others, but I think it does a pretty good job. So, and then for skincare, I've tried some new moisturisers. So I saw these a while ago, and I thought, when my moisturiser sort of runs out, this is what I'd like to try. And it is by Bioma. I think they're in these very brightly coloured packaging, probably very like TikTok influenced, but I got the moisturising gel cream, mainly because it's got SPF 30. It's one of their only ones that has SPF in, as far as I'm aware. And then I also got their hydrating serum. So you can put this on like droplets, like morning and night. I don't do this every day. It's kind of an as and when I can remember, as and when I feel my skin needs it. And then I will put this on every morning. It's got a little pump. It goes on quite thin and a little bit sort of watery, but it dries pretty quickly. It's got the SPF 30 in it. Before, I was using this simple moisturiser. I would use either again. I don't have sort of an overwhelming preference over the other. What I will say about this is, I think this really helped when I was last ill. So you know when you're ill, when you're constantly blowing your nose, you get the red, dry, and then it becomes really sore nose. Well, I was really concentrating this around my nose, and I feel it really helped to it not be so sort of like inflamed and sore, and to recover quicker, because it is supposed to have like a boosted barrier for your skin. I don't know, I've only like had one experience, but I definitely think this contributed to better skin around my nose, so pleased with that. I then have 2 makeup products which I've kind of been loving, and to be honest, these are kind of the only makeup products alongside a concealer, which I'm still sort of trialling, so I didn't think I'd mention, but these are sort of long term favourites, and I would repurchase again. This is the Longwear Tubing Mascara from number 7. It's the Stay Perfect one. And this is what it looks like, and it's one of those mascaras where you can put on and you can literally just like wipe it off with water really easy. It sort of like looks like little bits are coming off. It's hard to explain. You can kind of see what I mean, the way it's sort of all around the tube, I guess, but it comes off in like little stringy bits, so it's really easy to get off, but it stays on really well, I find. Smudge proof and flake proof. I don't find like bits under my eyes that I'm wiping away, but then like I said, it's quite easy to remove at the end of the day, which I like. And then this is a complete repurchase. This is in the shade 3, and it's the Gimme Brow Brow Volumizing Fibre Gel. And it just looks like that. If it's going to focus. And I literally swipe this through my brows and that's it. I've never taken much care of my brows. I very occasionally will pluck the stray hairs, but I very much rely on this to sort of fill in where needed. I think I hide behind my glasses a lot, so I don't really focus on them too much. But yeah, big favourite. They've just brought out some more Benefit. Did I say it was by Benefit? Benefit have just brought out some more brow products, so I'd be interested to see, because another one is like a big sort of gel. I don't know if it's an improvement on this, but we shall see. I then have two perfumes. So I've not really been concentrating heavily on one perfume, but these two, when I was looking at my collection, I was like, yes, those are the two that I'm gravitating more towards. First one is the Blackberry and Bay by Jo Malone, and this just reminds me of our trip to Israel. It is that fruity berry scent of the blackberries, and then the bay is just super nice to cut through and not make it too sweet, and it just has that nostalgic feel of being on holiday. And then the other one I got from TK Maxx, and this is by Maison Charelle. It's the vetiver, green tea and mandarin, and it reminds me kind of in the same category as this. You've got the sweet mandarin, but everything else just sort of cuts through it to not make it too sweet and give you sort of a really crisp scent. I'm really bad at scent descriptions, but these are sort of the two that I've been gravitating towards. Clothes wise, I've got a few clothes favourites. The first thing is my pyjama bottoms, or not pyjama bottoms, jogging bottoms. These are by Olive and Frank. You may have seen influencers, celebrities wearing them. They do the infamous matching heart print tracksuit, and I did bite the bullet and bought the tracksuit. I think I got the bottoms off Vinted, and then I just bought the top from the website. I think I'm a medium in both, and they fit really nicely. Winnie's like, I'm a favourite. I'm crying because it's nearly my dinner time. So I really like them. Like I said, they're cuffed at the bottom, so they're good for the short girlies out there. I did buy the blue top off Vinted, so I've got another one. But yeah, I can totally see the hype around the jogging bottoms, and I think they're going to last well, sort of wash-wise. The other thing is my Abercrombie & Fitch trousers. Let me just see what they're actually called. I'm pretty sure it is the Sloane trousers, but I went through a time of ordering quite a few pairs to try and find the right pair. So they're the Sloane tailored pant. I got mine in light brown, in a 30 and short length. So I'm like a 12 in trousers, so I went for the 30-inch and the short version, and they're really lovely. If you want sort of a smarter look, I'll insert a picture of them. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favourites, and I would definitely pick them up in other colours. So far they've worn quite well. I do find long periods of time they can sort of trafe a little bit, so something to bear in mind for the curvier girls. I have my Taylor Swift Eras hoodie that Darren got me for Christmas. I just love to slouch around in this. Not much more I can say about that. Then my shoe favourite have been these Skechers. I got them in the sales at Christmas, and they are black leopard print. But like the leopard print doesn't stand out too much, so I think they like go with everything, and it just sort of elevates them a little bit. These are, does it say what they are? It doesn't say. I think they're, I will put an annotation of what sort of style they are, but I've had these in a different colour before and really liked them, so I knew what size to go for and that sort of thing. And I think they're a 3. Yeah, they're a 3. I'm usually like a 3 to 3.5, so yeah, those are perfect. What else? Sort of what I've been consuming book-wise. This has been my latest Murder, She Wrote book. I did a whole book update, so I won't go into it too much, but I've been really liking the Murder, She Wrote books and the TV series. I managed to find a place to watch it all from the start, so I've just been working my way through, and it's really nice, sort of cozy murder mystery drama, nothing too heavy, and I like the whole Cabot Cove feel, so any of the episodes set specifically in Cabot Cove I like a lot more, and the books seem to be set in Cabot Cove more, I would say, than the TV programmes. What else? TV wise, some of the things, Death in Paradise is back on, so we've been watching that and catching up with that. I watched Ink Master on Paramount. I used to watch Best Ink back in the day. I can't even remember how, I think they used to put that on the TV. So Ink Master is the same sort of vein. They all compete to be the best tattooist. And it's even got a few familiar faces on it from Best Ink. So I've been watching that. Like I said, Murder, She Wrote. And I've just started getting into Thunderbirds on ITV, and the old Thunderbirds. So I've always liked it. I loved it as a kid, and obviously they did the remake as well, so I'm just sort of going through from the start watching it, and then I'll progress into the new season stuff that they've brought on kids TV. But yeah, so that's been like really nostalgic, and I've just bought some books on eBay, so I'll read those at some point. What else? Music wise, still listening to Taylor Swift. Just a variety of songs. Obviously 1989, her version came out. We've just had the announcement of her new album coming out, I think in April. We're all just getting ready for the Eras tour this year, so that's been that. Other songs, just like some nostalgic-y old stuff. Obviously I like the new Beyonce version of Texas Hold'em. So yeah, and then the other thing I've got on here is diamond art. I've been getting back into that. Bought and Vinted a massive piece, and I didn't realise quite how big it was, so I've literally done like one side and the bottom of it. So that will probably take me a good year to finish. Those are kind of my favourites. Just being with my dogs and my family. We come back to some sort of normality has been quite nice, and just having those cosy feels at home. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed sort of seeing some of my recent favourites. It's nice to have recorded one of these. I think they're like little mini time capsules. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see other videos from me, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.